European Environment Agency was established in 1990 by EU regulation because we found out that environment doesn't stop at the border. So there was a clear demand for a more coherent approach to environment.
The European Environment Agency is actually based in Copenhagen. When it was founded, it was very much an agency designed to collect information and put that back out to the public. But as time has gone on, we've become much more aware that policies have a tremendous effect. And so politicians and citizens have asked us to look in more depth to really see if what's been put in place is working. We report, of course, on air quality, on water quality, biodiversity, the whole range of environmental issues. But more and more, we've had to extend our work towards the sectors, agriculture, energy, transport, because these are the places which are having the biggest effect on the environment itself. Recently, we've been developing new kinds of projects to actually encourage more data gathering by citizens, so we get more of a flavour from not just simply looking at Europe, but coming right down to people's neighbourhoods.
Airwatch and Waterwatch are the first projects within a vision called Eye on Earth, which is about a global observatory of environmental change. Eye on Earth is a platform that allows people to find data on their own surroundings, so they can find water information, air information, and in the future they will find biodiversity information. Microsoft helps us to communicate in a two-way communication form with this platform because it allows people to feed us back information on their own environment.
With Airwatch, we can for the first time make use of the European Air Quality Index we receive from the work of scientists, which are basically modeling the development of air quality in Europe. The information in Eye on Earth is based on monitoring stations. In the area of basin water, we have around 22,000 monitoring stations. On air, there are a good 1,000 stations from 35 different data providers.
In summer, we saw a lot of traffic coming up, and that is something we were not really geared to in this organization.
We chose to go for Windows Azure because it offers us much more flexibility than any of the other technical solutions which are available.
So Airwatch, being built on a scalable platform like Azure, helps us to cope with those peaks in summer seasons.
The application is being built using all the European languages, so we have more than 20 languages we can provide for the user interface.
We're using obviously Azure simply because of scalability reasons, and we're using SQL Azure, we're using Bing Maps, and we're using Silverlight 3. We also developed an ASP.NET version which guarantees the interoperability for the whole system.
Through the usage of the Azure technology, we have access to cloud computing, which has a couple of advantages for us. One advantage being to be more flexible regarding the amount of users. Another advantage is that we do not have to provide ourselves the whole IT environment for the application.
Climate change is affecting us all, and we can only adapt to climate change if we know the facts. Our goal is to provide people with the data so they can make the decisions themselves. One of the special projects under the Eye on Earth vision is the Atlas of Environmental Change, where we actively go out and speak with people who are either suffering from climate change or have solutions to climate change.
All across Europe, there are communities who are responding to the challenge in an incredibly positive way. And so this is a very novel idea where we bring those satellite images right down into the sort of local farm and tell the story of what's happening on the ground against this backdrop of the changing face of Europe with climate change. And so this atlas, I think for the first time, will be personal witnesses all the way through to how you can see it from space. So I think it's genuinely a unique style of telling the story of what's happening to Europe.
We speak with reindeer herders in Lapland and ask them how they experience climate change and what it means for them. We speak with people in the Netherlands that have built houses that can actually float up and down again depending on the water level.
So I think a little bit of courage and bravery is what we've been given by working with Microsoft, and I think it's placed the European Environment Agency really at the cutting edge of what it means to be a public service marking out where the world is going in a time of climate change.